Hi there, I'm Paul Mitchell from the Human Enterprise. You've probably heard of pep talks, have you not? Where we all get in a room or someone sits down and you rah, 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 and you get people all motivated. That's a pep talk. Well, guess what? This is not a spelling mistake. I want to talk about a BEP talk. What's a pep talk? At some point as a leader, you'll be thinking, do I really stay with this organisation? What's the next career move for me? Or you might be talking to one of your team in terms of what's the next best career move for them. So I want to talk about a little concept that you might want to think about when you're making that next move. And it's the intersection of three things, obviously starting with these three letters. So the intersection of three things is really the hot spot where you might want to think about your particular career. And the first thing is to think about, what are you best at? What are you best at? What often happens is when we get good at something, it doesn't actually feel like a talent. We underestimate our talents. So what are you really good at? What do people say, hey, you're so fantastic at that? Start to think about back on your career. What have you done before that you can take into your next job? What are you best at? But just being great at something doesn't mean it's really going to fulfill you, doesn't mean it's going to really sort of entice your soul. The next thing we have to think about is what are you passionate about? Because you could be really good at something but not necessarily passionate about it. What really excites you? What really gets you very, very, did you put a lot of time into that? You're doing a lot of work even outside of work. You put the hours into that. And the final one is, and I think money is important to most people, not to everybody, but which is the thing that is most economically viable? Which is the thing that's probably going to pay you the most money? And there we have it, and I'll give you an example. There we have the BEP talk, the BEP, and it's this part here that I want you to focus on. Here's a great example. Once coaching a person who was in the corporate world in the finance area. Loved the finance area, but didn't necessarily like some of the products and services that they were involved with. But what they were very, very good at was fund management. Their background was in environment. Their background was in sustainability. Their background was in making the world a better place, very, very connected to agriculture. Economically, they still needed to be at a senior level. So what this person did is they shifted their job and they now run a fund, an environmentally friendly fund. They're using their skills best at, they're doing something they're passionate about, making the world a better place by a particular type of management fund, and of course they're still in a senior role, so it's economically viable for them. And it's this part here, it's this hot spot I really want you to think about. So the next time you're thinking of changing careers, the next time you're talking to maybe one of your people about where do they go in their career, don't give them a pep talk, give them a BEP talk. What are they best at? What are they passionate about? And what economically is going to be most viable. And it's at that point that you'll often get great career satisfaction. I'm Paul Mitchell. Be true to you.